to deal with any too rough mix-up for that, but he does still have some timing mix-ups that makes it really rough. Okay, so this is Nisse. That is a name I recognize, but I don't know a lot about him.
Yeah, so yeah, I played him a little bit yesterday, and it's a pretty decent technical Falco. Has also a couple of decent secondaries as well. His Fox and his Peach was pretty good. But I expect him to stick to his main here against unfamiliar characters like Yoshi.
Yeah.
And I also got to complain a little bit because I do understand some Swedish. The fact that Rev's name means fox and then he plays Yoshi. It's a little triggering to me.
That's, you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm wrong. Okay.
Rev is with an A.
Ah, okay. In Norwegian we spell it like this.
Yeah, but it's not. It's in Swedish it's with an A.
Okay, then I forgive the inconsistency here.
All right,
you already have a drug fox, you know.
Yeah. So far, it's looking really good for Rev, actually. He is pretty good at dealing with space. He's considerably better than I am. He also used to play Falco, so he has a pretty good knowledge about how the character works, so he gets good perspective on it. Ooh, that was a really good egg to catch, and I would have liked to see an air there, but that's fine. It's a number one. Covers the egg, the forward air, and really, really nice conversion there, Rev. All right.
It feels like, yeah, that's kind of necessary to even be a low tier main these days, is that you're comfortable in these matchups.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be playing them a lot. So if you're like, oh, I can play Yoshi but not against Fox and Falco, then you know you're not going to have the best time playing Yoshi because you're going to be playing a lot of Foxes and Falcos.
That was actually a really nice stock we saw there from Nisse, even though we can't be sure if he has any Yoshi experience. But honestly, that combo game made it almost seem like he does. But in general, Falco can kind of combo Yoshi like he would any other character, because Yoshi is sort of floaty but also still heavy, so he still kind of falls for any kind of floaty combo game you would have, but also most of the Sheik combo game you'd have on characters like Sheik.
Yeah.
So it's very flowchart still. You can still do all the same stuff, which is also part of what makes the matchup so rough, is because you just get comboed from 0 to 80 or 90 super easily.
Yeah. Falco also has reliable ways to stop the super armor recovery, right? Like with the shine and everything.
It's not super armor.
All right.
Because it can break, it's by definition not super armor.
Okay. The armor recovery.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
We usually call it double jump armor to make it.
Yeah, the double jump armor. Yeah. He can break that with his shine. Yeah,
shine's 0 even, and a lot of his moves, other aerials, also break it fairly early. So pretty consistent ways of dealing with it. Alright, here we got a snoot in there, but I'm not getting textures. It's actually looking really bad because he doesn't have a jump. Does
staleness also affect the double jump armor breaking?
I believe so, because I'm pretty sure it has to deal with... so the way it works is it does knockback reduction. That's basically the way it works. So you have to do a certain amount of knockback to have it break. And does staling affect knockback or just percent given?
I think both. But
yeah, if it does that, then yes, a staled move will take slightly longer to break it. Otherwise, it should only be at 1 or 2% extra that it has to deal with. Anyway, Nisse takes game 1.
Yeah, he came back after a very strong start from Rev.
Yeah. He's thinking really hard right now because Rev, the way he kind of plays and approaches the game is a lot more research and data and thinking of situations and recognizing them. So I think right now he's just trying to think of what he noticed Nisse was doing and trying to recollect, okay, what is my counterplay to these kind of situations? Yeah. So he can he's trying to analyze a little bit for himself and see if this adjustment will work. Going to Fountain of Dreams, agreeable counterpick in general. Yoshi likes this stage in general. He does have pretty good moves to kill up the side. He likes the platforms in general. Yeah. He doesn't necessarily mind that they go up and down a lot. Hell, in some situations, it's almost nice because you can start poking with other moves from the platform that you usually wouldn't be. Like down tilting on the platform, for example, on people when it's low, can be kind of nice. And Nisse takes the first stock again this time.
And also, it gives him a way out of his shield, right? Because Yoshi obviously can't jump out of his shield. So anytime he has the shield, he's kind of in a bad spot. But when you're on these tiny platforms, you can just shield drop, and suddenly you have mobility out of shield again.
You're
just
also
like we just saw there.
Exactly. You're on the ground much quicker when it's low. Here we go. This down smash could be nice. Yeah, good nair.
Went all in on that forward air.
Yeah, he still has the edge guard. Oh man, he knew, but he didn't get to cover it properly.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, he angled the shield because he was expecting. I'm assuming he was expecting like a down tilt or some kind of low approach, but instead he got cross up naired. Alright, Rev looking pretty good now. That was a nicely placed F tilt, but didn't get much off of it. Ooh, up air actually poking there. Man, Nisse needs to start shield angling here. He needs to start angling his shield to deal with the pressure from underneath. He got caught like 2 or 3 times in a row right there. Ooh, that's actually a pretty nice thing to know about Yoshi, is the egg has 2 different ways it can hit people.
Oh yeah,
the egg and the explosion.
Damage. Yeah,
and the splash damage does not get affected by reflectors. So the shine won't always save you. Especially if you're doing it grounded. You can't expect it to always save you. A good egg. Alright, Nisse managed to get back with the high angle.
But it's not possible to be hit by both of them, right?
No, it's one or the other. So you can't like take one. You can't like take the direct hit and also the explosion for
like
double
if
the
you
damage.
crouch cancel or something, you get hit by both.
Yeah, no, it's only one hit, but it's just that the egg itself can be reflected. But the egg still does the exact same like damage in the exact same hitbox. So, all right, this is still a good bit of percent here now. It's gonna be rough. Oh, not if he does that. I was gonna say it will be a bit rough for Rev to close this up maybe, but then he decided to do something slightly dumb and get dash teched. Alright.
Back air into forward tilt.
Yeah. Slicing in the wrong direction too, so... Oh, trying to go for the next stuff. Oh, grabs ledge. Nice F tilt. Alright, there he goes. Finished off the stock. This is still very, very possible for Nisse.
This is really close because like it doesn't take much for Yoshi to have a small miss up and suddenly he can't make it back, you know.
Yeah.
Just because he has to leverage his only recovery option in neutral so much.
Yeah.
I feel like it can leave him
That F
exposed.
should be that X seals it. Alright, so Rev does take game 2. Nice stuff. No, he did in general do a couple better F tilts that game, so I think he might have figured that F tilts might be a good way to deal with how Nisse is approaching the neutral.
Yeah, and in general, Nisse just didn't seem to get as much of his combo game started that game as he did in game 1.
Definitely. Alright, Yoshi's story. So this is going to most likely be pretty volatile because both of these characters are fantastic on this stage.
Yeah.
And their punish game on this stage can also be very nuts.
But I'm kind of surprised that Nisse didn't offer a bigger stage because it felt like the space did him more favors than... And Rev is really benefiting from the close quarters like this, these scrambles constantly, and then suddenly he has an edge guard situation on the Falco.
And we also got to see a parry finally.
Expecting like FD, Pokemon, even Dreamland from the Falco here, but Yoshi's, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Not looking too shabby so far, but this is our start. That egg was nice because it kind of forced or encouraged Nisse to roll in, but then he didn't really capitalize on it.
Ooh.
That was good in there.
Nisse messed up there because he could have back aired the Yoshi, but instead he went for this weird air dodge and just died for it.
I think Trev was trying to grab there. I'm not sure. There we go. Okay, gets the grab. Get something going. Nice jab reset.
Like smash 4 there.
It's actually a really good DI from Nisse because Trev was entirely expecting that he would like kind of be DIing low or DIing like down or out, so he could connect the down smash. Instead, he just DI'd up and got to the platforms, which Trev was not ready for at all. Oh. This is really good edge guard going here for Nisse, but it messes up. Hi, Randall. Nice to see you there. Ooh, nice. Nice.
Looked like not optimal DI either. Losing a stock very early there.
Oh, that's a real good net. That's another one, and that's...
Oh, he could have died for that.
Yeah, that was actually really close for him.
Yeah.
Had it been off by like a frame, he would have taken right downtown. Oh, see, can you get punish go? No, there we go. Nice, Nisse holding down. Getting to skip from that. I actually really like the way Rev is doing his nairs because he's kind of letting them float a little bit since from the double jump cancels, like he's not fast falling them, so he's kind of letting him float around like a threatening hitbox.
Oh. Yeah, looked like Rev was trying to come down with the hitbox out there and left him vulnerable to the counter hit.
Oh, we have smash. Looks like it's a hit. Yeah. There he goes.
And Rev gave Nisse the ledge for free there, but Nisse didn't trust it.
I thought so too. I would like to see, like, I don't think I've seen Nisse do any angles down towards the ledge at all this set. I would like to see him do that in general more. Like, he managed to get back due to some of his higher angle recoveries, but you can only do those for so long before they get predictable.
Yeah. And, like, you know, if you don't even take the low angles when your opponent doesn't cover them at all, then they know they can just give all their focus to the high angles, you know, and they don't have to space for the low angle at all. Oh. Barely whiffs that down smash.
Oh, my lord. Armor.
Who's going to take it? Oh. And that's
he also lets, there you go. Nisse takes it 2-1. I was actually, in general, he actually did a lot better, like, in terms of playing the matchup than I expected. I usually don't expect people to know what they're doing in the Yoshi matchup.
No, who does? You know, like, you need a Yoshi in your area to really know the matchup, but he seemed very comfortable. Like, even when he was down in the first game and he brought it back, he didn't seem flustered, like, oh, I don't know what to do against this character. Like, you see a